Oops, hi.
Okay, hello everyone again, and welcome to Team Fortress 2 and our look at the medic. Let's go over their main weapons here. They have a syringe gun, fires a bunch of little needles that do drop over distance, so it's not an effective long-range weapon necessarily. The medigun, which heals your allies, and the bone saw, which is a basic melee weapon. So this is the syringe gun. It has a very interesting fire pattern. It's a pain to figure it out, really. Any given shot can actually fly extremely wide. As you can see, it's covering a pretty wide area here, just firing randomly. I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but I have always had trouble using it. The medigun, you left-click it on people, and if you have found that option from before, let me show that again. Advanced options, class-specific. Medigun continues healing without holding down the fire button. This is extremely helpful. Make sure you use this if you're going to be doing a lot of medic playing. Display a marker over the player you're healing. That's okay. Injured teammates automatically call out is nice. So, for example... Okay, you're dead. I'm sorry. I was trying to show it. What happens is when a player will get injured, you'll hear a little bing, 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 and you'll see a small healing logo, a bit like the player calling for a medic appearing over their head. Speaking of which, Rach, can you call for a medic to show what that looks like?
Sure.
I'll meet you on the bridge, and we can both run back to my spawn point so I can change stuff later. That was the bone saw, by the way. Actually, a very effective melee weapon, strangely enough. It's one of the higher damage-dealing ones in the game, I think. There, when a person calls for medic, that symbol appears over their heads, and it will actually be visible through walls and on the edge of your screen. If you call again, Rach.
Yeah, I'll go behind the wall.
Okay, yeah.
Oops, sorry.
There we go. Where the heck are you? There you are. So yeah, it shows it through walls and on the side of your screen, though apparently there are occasionally glitches. Also, bottom right, as you heal people, you'll notice that little meter called labeled UberCharge. You'll see that start to fill up. I will show what that does when it gets full. So let's head back to my spawn room, Rach. Let's run back there. So what this, what the healing does, besides just healing up your enemies' or allies' wounds, or your enemy spies, will actually overheal them to, I believe it's around 150% health, maybe 125. I'm not sure on the exact number, but it's up there. Let me see if it's actually listed. No, it's not. Wrong one. It's still not. So, yeah, that's what this does. And you'll notice you can also run through your allies. If you're a medic and you find yourself having trouble running through your allies, it's a spy, so whack it. Spies are constantly trying to mooch off of your healing. So anyway, when you get your UberCharge, you have to have your medigun out, and you right-click. With the basic medigun, it makes both you and your healing target invincible for as long as the charge lasts. About 6-7 seconds, you think, Rach? Around there?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. So you are completely invincible, but also you cannot attack, and neither of you can capture points or grab intel. So you become pure defense. You cannot attack objectives. If you're playing... If such a thing as a deathmatch existed in Team Fortress, that would be major overkill, but it's not, so you're okay. Ding! Oh, you're dead. Okay, so let me show the other stuff. I don't believe I have a Kritzkrieg, Rach, so if you want to go medic and switch to the Kritzkrieg, I can explain that there.
Okay.
And you come in and I'll use other things. The next achievement item is the Blutsauger, and for the bone saw, you get the Uber saw. The Blutsauger is you actually, I don't think I've shown this. Medics heal themselves very slowly over time. So if I were to crack, at the rate of it looks like... Oh, because I have this, it is 2 health every second. Usually it is 5. But because of the Blutsauger, it's -3 to that regen rate, so it's only 2 per second. However, what it does also do is, let me hurt myself again, and then shoot you. Oh, shoot me a few times, Rach, or hit me with something.
Oops, I missed. Oh gosh.
Okay, there you go. It actually heals you with 3 health per needle hit. How you doing on health?
I'm good. I'm like 60.
Alright. What Rachel has there is the Kritzkrieg, the achievement-based medigun. Can you open up your inventory thing, Rach, with M, and tell me what it says that does? I don't know the numbers on it.
Okay. UberCharge grants 100% critical chance. Wait, does it always say that? I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. 25% UberCharge rate.
Okay, so your UberCharge charges 25% faster than usual. You notice it took a pretty long time with the regular metagun. And instead of making your target invincible, it will give them 100% critical hits every single time. Every individual bullet, everything. So, useful if you want to make a big push and you don't think you'll take enough damage to actually die from it. So, as long as there aren't a bunch of scout or snipers or spies around, you should both be okay. Spies are a big problem, by the way. So if you're ever healing an enemy, or wow, I keep doing that. If you're ever healing a friendly heavy, and they aren't very aware of their surroundings, be sure to be the spy checker for them. Keep your healing on them. I can't do it with you, but keep your healing on them, and just kind of circle around behind them. Constantly be moving to make sure you aren't going to get backstabbed, and then they aren't going to be backstabbed as a result. Can you show your saw again, Rach? Rachel is using the Vita Saw. What this is it will save up to 25% of your saved UberCharge when you die. So if you've got 100% UberCharge and you're about to use it and then you die, under normal circumstances you would be screwed and have to start from scratch. With the Vita Saw, you'll actually save a good chunk of it and be able to continue on. What I have here is the Uber Saw. Now when I hit someone with it, you'll notice it's now filled up. Every melee hit fills up 25%? How's your health, Rach?
95.
Out of, what's it usually? Oh, 150. Let me let that go up a bit. Okay. Seems to be about 25. So, 4 melee hits with the Uber Saw will get you to 100% Uber Charge. Another way to get to 100% Uber Charge is to stand near someone and taunt. The first strike, which stuns your opponent, will get you up to 50%. Dragging out and killing them gets you to 100% instantly. So, if you're lucky enough to actually taunt kill someone with the Uber Saw, you immediately have your full Uber Charge, which is fun. Except I've only gotten it to work once in a fair contest, and it was kind of through/over a barrel, and I'd crouch jump to get to the point I was on. Hit F5, Rich. Gotta extend this. So yeah, it's not likely to happen at any point. If you will go spy again, Rach.
Oh, I already am.
Okay, good. And disguise as a teammate, I will show my usual loadout because I always love showing that. Well, I'll show the other set. You have the Overdose, which does 10% less damage than usual, but as you get an Uber Charge, the higher it is, the faster you will move, up to plus 10% of your speed, it looks like. The Solemn Vow, which allows you to see enemy health, which at this point only spies could do. Or before this point, only spies can see the enemy health. Now medics can as well. And the Quick Fix, which I used to think it was actually a different Kritzkrieg, but actually what it is it just, like, it ramps up your healing to ridiculous levels. So neither of you are invincible, and he's not dealing crits, but you are both being healed. I think it's both. He's healing 3%. No. This is not telling me, actually. Oh, yeah, no. Increases healing by 300% and grants immunity to move and impairing effects. So no knockback, no slow, no stun, all that stuff. So, helpful if you're making a forward charge, but not so good if you're the person who sticks around heavies and soldiers. What it also allows you to do is move at the speed of your allies if they are faster than you. So a demo man with a few heads on his Islander or a scout, you'll be able to move at their speed. So handy, but not something that really should be a game changer necessarily. And I'll show Rich if you can uncloak. There, now you can see I see her name and her health. I still see her health. And I get that lovely little sculpture picture up at the top right. I love that thing. It's just so humiliating to tell people to know that they were just beaten to death with a statue of Hippocrates.
I think the fish is worse, though.
The fish is maybe a little bit worse. Well, I don't know. I think if you're being killed by a medic, you're doing things wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Blutsauger is this. My usual loadout, however, is, instead of the Blutsauger, or not the Blutsauger, the Overdose, I use the Crusader's Crossbow. What this does is it can actually heal allies when you shoot them with it, And it will also deal the regular damage to your opponents, but it does more damage based on how far away you are. And where are you, Rach?
Coming.
Are you in my base already?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, hang on, stand there. 45 damage at longish range. Don't do that, Rach. Oh, 45 at close. Let me get to really long range and see if I can still peg you. Oh, I didn't see the number. Did you? How much health did you have left?
Oh, I don't know.
come to the battlements and I'll test it out.
Okay.
But see, what it is it's a one needle at a time needle gun that also heals your allies. So it makes medics a bit more viable at long range and makes them effective before they reach healing range, though not nearly as much as usual. So let me lean forward here in my squeaky chair. Hang on. No. Okay, that works. Just stand there. Just go to the other side of the river. I gotta see the number on this, because I'm curious now. There's a bit of drop-off on the weapon still, as you can see. There we go, 67. I think the max is like 70-something. Yeah, something around there. It also cannot do headshots, despite the fact that it fires an arrow a bit like the Huntsman. It does not headshot like the Huntsman does. I believe that is it. So, as the medic, your goal is to keep your fellow players alive, or potentially bond with a heavy and just become an unstoppable killing machine of death and destruction. And you are typically the one who watches out for spies, because spies will either be trying to get engineers, who will finish them off on their own, or they will be trying to mooch off of your healing, at which point you can try to bump into them. If you pass through, they're an ally. If you don't, whack them on the head. Because if they're coming to mooch off of your healing, they're probably hurt. Stop shooting at me, Rach.
No, I'm just shooting randomly.
Okay. And also, most heavies will not be watching out for spies for the most part, so you are their last line of defense from behind to make sure they are not stabbed in the back. I guess that's it. Danka! Oh! Okay. I will be back showing off the sniper, and then we'll only have the spy left. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.